A shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, call Haloim Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is the brother Yatabia Allah coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. And I got a quick lesson today. Lord's will, it's edifying, but basically going into the topic of reincarnation. And yes, reincarnation is in the Bible. And it's one of the mysteries. And the scripture says that the Lord shall do nothing but reveal his mysteries unto the servants, the prophets. So the prophets have this understanding starting from our apostles and elders on down, and they gave it to us, and we were able to receive it. And I said it's a mystery because when you read in the scriptures, Yahweh Shai said a couple times, and we're gonna get that account to where if you can receive it, it's a deep topic, but once you get the understanding, it's not so deep, But yeah, I'm gonna start with this. This is Ecclesiastes in 1:9, and Lord's will, this is edifying, and we hit the point. But it says Ecclesiastes 1:9. It says the thing that which hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So you have to understand this is wisdom right here. This is high quality wisdom, and the scripture says there is no new thing under the sun. So what does that mean? It's gonna go further. It says, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. So if you can understand that, hey, this goes into reincarnation. The spirits created. And then what happens? They're created, they're born into a body. And then that body, because of the curses and stuff, we live about 70, 80 years. And then that body dies. And through reincarnation, it comes back again, and there's many different accounts, and we're going to get a couple of them to show that, reincarnation is in the Bible, and, when you go deeper, the scripture talks about the sins being revisited, coming on the third and fourth generation, this is all reincarnation. But it says, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? So is there a new person that exists? It says, it hath been already of old time, that which was before us. So we've lived generations before. It says, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So why would it say that? Why is it saying there's no remembrance of former things? Because we've lived before. But see, we get our memories wiped clean, and we fulfill our destinies, and the Lord gives us that gift of faith, that He gives us the remembrance, and that's all to show His power. But see, it says there is no remembrance of former things, so we don't remember our past lives, And I remember, brother making a point, the elder from Dallas. He said, hey, if you could remember your past life, you would spend the majority of this life looking at what you did in your past lives. And you'd waste your time here, because there's a certain job to do. And everything is done on faith, But it says there's no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So we don't remember our past lives. We don't remember what we did. We don't remember who we were, And it's going to further get into it. This is Matthew 19:28. It says, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, verily, I say unto you that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Now let's break that word down, regeneration. And I'm going to get straight to the point. This is the online entomon. If you break the word down, it comes from re, which means again, and generare, which means bring forth, beget, produce. From genius, race, kind, give, birth, beget. So again, birth, reincarnation. What is reincarnation? It says with derivatives referring to procreation and family and tribal groups. But let's see. Let's just type in that. Reincarnation. Let's see what that is. So we see so it says re, which means again, birth. That's what regeneration means. Now reincarnation, it says fact of repeating incarnation, which is of the flesh. Back again. Incarnation meaning a new embodiment. rebirth. And we just got, regeneration, which means bring forth, beget, produce, which is birth. So again, and Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So why did he say that? Because he knew that there had to have the falling away first, and it was going to be some time, thousands of years, really, that the prophets would live again, that the apostles and disciples would live again. And yes, they are living again at this time. Scripture says the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So if you were a prophet in your last life, you're going to be a prophet again. But, why is Yahushua making this point? Because those who would follow in the regeneration, which were the disciples and apostles of old, and they continue to do the work, in this life, because this is when Yahushua is coming back, and we can tell why, because of prophecy. This is we always go into it, the spirit of, the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Prophecy is really important to understand what times we're in, to substantiate the Bible, because you have a lot of books out there, but, none of them go into prophecy like the Bible, if they go into prophecy at all, But it says, ye also shall sit, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So if you follow in the regeneration, the reincarnation, the rebirth, when you come back again and you continue to do this work and you are of the elect, you're going to be a joint heir with Yahushua HaMashiach. So there, is a prime example of reincarnation. This is Matthew 11:14, and it says, and this is another example. It says, and if you will receive it, this is Elijah, which was for to come. It says, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear. So this was a mystery, but he said, what did he say? If he had ears to hear, let him hear. Because what was the prophecy? Here's the prophecy in Malachi 4:5. It says, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. So Elijah would have to come before the Son of Man, which was Yahushua. So how did Elijah come? And you have to understand, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua is not a man that he should lie. So if he says something's going to happen, it will happen. Now, Yahushua is breaking it down. If you will receive it, this is Elijah, which was for to come. And who was he talking about? John the Baptist. So you have to understand. You have to ask yourself, why is he saying this is Elijah? And you got a lot of bug outs that say, oh, it's the same spirit. Yes, same spirit. What does that mean? Same spirit, different body, reborn. He came in the spirit of Elijah. What does that mean? They have no understanding. The spirit is the same. It's the same person. It might not be the same body, but it's the same person. Their spirit. And Yahushua is breaking it down. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. So if you can understand this, this is Elijah, which was for to come. It says, behold, I will send you Elijah, which is John the Baptist, the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with the curse. And that's exactly what happened, And then to go deeper, he came back as Abba Bivens, if you will receive it. This is John 1:21. It says, because this is when they asked him. And they asked him, what then? Art thou Elijah? And he said, I am not. Art thou prophet? And he answered, no. So why is John the Baptist saying no? It says, then said they unto him, who art thou? That we may give an answer to them that sent us. What sayest thou of thyself? He said, I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness, make straight the way of the Lord, as saith the prophet Elijah. Isaiah. Salak, and that was in the book of Isaiah, that this also a prophecy. The one crying in the wilderness, which, was Elijah, but he didn't remember he was Elijah. Why? Because Ecclesiastes 1. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So Elijah, or I should say John the Baptist, didn't remember who he was. That wasn't revealed unto him. But Yahweh Shai knew it. It says Matthew 11:14, and if you will receive it, this is Elijah which was for to come. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. So Yahweh Shai is breaking it down, and he's not trying to go too deep because he understood some people would not understand this. But the true prophets, the true men of the Lord, the true believers, they can understand this. And here's another example. Job 19:26, because reincarnation is throughout the whole scriptures. You just got to understand and have the Spirit dealing with you of what you're reading. It says, and though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see the Most High. So what is he saying? Is verse 27, whom I shall see for myself, and mine eyes shall behold and not another, though my reins be consumed within me. So Job is saying he will see his power. He will see Yahweh Shai coming back when he's in the flesh. But he died because this was thousands of years ago. So what does that mean? Regeneration. He's been reincarnated. He has been brought back again in a different body, but same spirit. And I'll get this last precept. This is Revelation 10:11. And he said unto me, and this is John the Revelator. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. So, and if you understand, he was exiled to the Isle of Patmos, to be imprisoned, and there was no record of him prophesying again to many peoples, to nations, and tongues and kings. So what does this mean? Regeneration. Again, to bring forth, to produce, to be reborn. So John the Revelator is here again today. All the prophets of old, the disciples, the apostles are here again today. They lived in this generation. And some, are asleep. Like King Masha, but they're coming back when Yahweh Shai comes back, because it talks about the ones that are asleep in Yahweh Shai, which, Lord's will, we're of that number. We're going to be met in the clouds with them, But it says, Revelation 10 and again, and he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. So if you will receive it, if you can understand it, reincarnation is in the Bible, and the prophets, the disciples, the apostles of old are here again today, prophesying the coming of Yahweh Shai, because this is truly the end. This is the regeneration that was talked about, that Yahweh Shai was talking about. This is that generation that he said would not taste the death. But it was thousands of years later. There's also another account. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It says, pierced him. Let me see. Bob Shaw, bear with me. Let me see. Let me Google it real quick. Yep. Revelations 1 and 7. Because what does it say? Revelations 1 and 7, it says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. When was Yahweh Shai pierced? This was thousands of years ago. But we understand what times we're living, and Yahweh Shai is coming back again. So this means those who pierced him, even those soldiers, are back in the reincarnation. And then more than likely, they're in the army again. And all kindreds of the earth shall well because of him, even so Aman. So like I said, reincarnation is all throughout the scriptures. You just have to, understand it. The Lord has to give you that understanding, to understand some of the mysteries, and reincarnation is one of the mysteries contained in the scriptures. And yes, it is a real thing. No matter what these so-called Christians want to tell you, anybody who says they believe in the Bible, because if they believe in the Bible, then they would understand this, And Yahweh Shai, like we said, he was breaking it down, as plain as can be. But he also said, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear. So it's not for everybody to understand. you know. But yeah, I just wanted to make that quick point, you know, to show that, you know, reincarnation, or as it's called in the scriptures, regeneration, is in the Bible, you know, and it's a mystery to be unlocked, you know, to those who can receive it, you know. But once again, you know, call halayim Yahweh ba'Hashem Yahushai ba'Hashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and above all.